I will hereby introduce DeskQuartz, a Quartz composition intended to be used on one's desktop as a replacement for the aging static image wallpapers. Its first goal is to provide the user with a beautifully animated wallpaper. However, it also aims to provide some important information without the need to launch an application, since it resides on the most easy to find place in nowadays user interfaces, the desktop. Quartz Composer is an Apple developer application and uses macOS X Quartz rendering engine to offer great dynamic graphics animation. Therefore, what is presented here will only run on macOS X, and having the composition displayed as a wallpaper requires a companion application. Please note that what is shown here is not considered as final and represents my know-how as of 2007, which has significantly increased since then. At launch, after a greeting message, the composition invites you to use its menu in the top left area. By default, all quality settings are set to a minimum, since rendering can be quite difficult for all computers. I'll start by showing the preferences pane and adjust the quality. The options are activated by letting the mouse over the menu icon for 3 whiles. You can then adjust settings. Here is the quality slider. Since the final display is the desktop, no clicks are allowed. Selection is done by letting the mouse on an item for a few seconds. You can see here some of the provided animated backgrounds. Other ideas included displaying a slideshow of user-provided pictures and videos, displaying the current playing songs information, and so on. Let's now see the menu items. You can read RSS feeds by letting your mouse over this icon. The default feed is Apple, but this is of course fully configurable. The second item is CPU load. The CPU icon, the number of CPUs, and so on reflect the hardware. The color of the cores changes according to their current load. The small dot next to the CPU menu icon provides instant information about load average. The last item, but the most interesting one too, is the network item. It provides you with your username, host name, and IP address, allowing you to configure a network without the need to launch system preferences every time you need such data. However, the most important part is the available services list, where DeskQuartz displays all recognized Bonjour services available on the local network. This, of course, updates in real time. For example, here, I'm offering to the network file sharing and SSH access. If I deactivate remote login, the item will disappear instantly. This greatly simplifies network checks, but also offers a neat sum up of what is available on the network. I am Mathieu Schneider, and this was DeskQuartz, a Quartz composition for the desktop.